can't make a decision. I don't know what to do.
Today, you get a rose, you get a rose, you get a rose. Everybody gets a rose. And Connor from The Bachelorette is back to break down all of the hometown dates.
It definitely sets off a few alarms in my head of like, is he or is he not ready?
Plus, New York Housewives Dorinda and Ramona are both here to spill that big apple tea.
That is the sweetest thing ever.
This is your reality check.
I'm glad I'm here, but woo.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Reality Check. I am Lyndsey Rodrigues, and we've got a huge show today. And I am not saying that lightly, because here with me right now is Connor Saeli from The Bachelorette. Hey, Connor.
Hey, what's
so good
up?
to see you in person.
Yeah.
And later we will be joined by Ramona and Dorinda from Real Housewives of New York. So that's going to be amazing. But Connor, so we Skyped last week, and I have one question for you. Where's the dog?
I know. I would have loved to bring Oliver with me, but he's back home in Michigan right now.
Oh, it's weird. I haven't even met him, and I miss him.
I miss him too.
Well, we're very happy that you are here with us. So we always start this show with what we call the top five. So let's do it. Top five. At number 5, this is a bittersweet one to begin with. Mercedes Javid from Shahs of Sunset revealed yesterday that she will remain a mother of one. MJ took to Instagram to share photos of her pregnant with her now 11-week-old son, Shams Francis. And in the caption, she explained, "Since I can never carry a baby again, I'm extremely grateful to those who made sure I had this shoot." And then she continued with these very powerful words saying, "I am learning to have a deeper appreciation about why growth in life is such an important gift." Now, are you a fan of Shahs of Sunset? Have you ever seen an episode?
I've not seen the show actually, but I mean, definitely a tough situation to go through, and definitely have a lot of respect for her sharing her story with everyone.
Yeah, because I think it makes it easier for other women who might have similar struggles.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a relatable story for a lot of people. I'm sure many people have gone through that, and to see someone that on that level of kind of being a celebrity and being able to relate to it, I think it's good for people to see that.
Definitely, using the platform for good, and
Absolutely.
I like it. At number 4, in honor of turning 7, Penelope Disick celebrated her born day by having a girls-only birthday bash at IHOP. Penelope and her entourage, which included cousins North and True, all arrived in pajamas and slippers in a Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon limo, and then were treated to a special brunch. Noticeably missing, though, were cousins Stormy Dream Chicago and the newest member to the Kar-Jenner clan, Baby Sam. However, from the photos, we can definitely tell the girls had an amazing time. They know how to party. It seems that celebs love a good chain restaurant. I saw on Jax's Instagram recently that he took his new wife Brittany on a date night to Arby's. So I'm wondering, what is your favorite chain restaurant?
Favorite chain restaurant? Honestly, I would have to say Chick-fil-A.
Really?
So I used to not like it at all, but living in Dallas, I mean, it's a great go-to.
It's prevalent.
Yeah.
I've yet to try it, actually.
Oh, you gotta try it.
Yeah, it's on
They have it here. You have to try it.
I know, but I don't know. I don't get out very much, Connor. All right, at number 3, Chrissy Teigen has already mastered how to bring the funny, even though her show has not yet premiered. The cookbook author will be a judge on the new comedy competition series, which premieres Tuesday on NBC. But ahead of the premiere, Chrissy excitedly shared what she thought was a clip of her new show on Twitter, but then fans, as well as her friend Whitney Cummings, retweeted to let her know, "Girl, this is the whole episode." Chrissy's response, "Well, looks like I've been fired for posting the whole thing. Thank you all for your kind text. Please send job opportunities to the same number." Chrissy, I could use a co-host. Now, Connor, have you ever had a twit slip?
I've not had a twit slip.
Yet.
Recently new to Twitter.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Do you foresee one in your future?
I mean, maybe, yeah.
Right.
I mean, there's always those tweets that you type in, you never pull the trigger on them. So I'm sure one time I'll pull the trigger and wish I hadn't.
Well, look, more on that later. We are going to play a game called Tweet or Delete a little bit later on.
I'm excited.
So get into that more in a bit. At number 2, Larsa Pippen recently sat down with Jason Lee on his Hollywood Unlocked podcast, where she opened up about the Jordan and Tristan scandal. Now, according to Larsa, previous interactions between the two had already raised eyebrows amongst her inner circle, and she recounted that while telling the Kar-Jenners about the hookup, Kim didn't believe her at first, but Kourtney said, "Yeah, I believe it." Larsa went on to say there were other situations where Jordan and Tristan were in the same room together, and it was a weird feeling, and Kourtney was in that room. So based on this new information, do you think that things happened between the two of them before and they just didn't get caught?
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely. It's like a weird situation with Jordan being really good friends with Kylie, and I mean, it's tough, but definitely think something was going on there.
Do we reckon that Chloe knew that maybe something had happened, the way that she knew about some of his other indiscretions?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. It's probably one of those things that you know it's happening, but you just deny it.
Yeah, you don't want to believe it.
You don't want to believe it, yeah.
You never want to believe that someone could betray you like that.
Exactly.
And number one, Jed Wyatt has finally spoken out about the scandal regarding his relationship during the Bachelorette taping. In a recent Instagram post featuring his family, he wrote, "Several of you have reached out with messages and questions. Please know that I'm not able to answer right now, but as soon as I am able, I will." He went on to say that his family is receiving threatening phone calls and letters, and it's affecting their physical and mental health. So not cool. Do you have any advice for Jed? What would you do if you were in this situation?
Yeah, I mean, I think he just needs to wait to tell his side of the story. You know, there's two sides to every story, and obviously it's tough to have all this hate directed at him and his family, but you know, he will get his chance to tell his story eventually, and you know, I think everyone looks forward to hearing that.
Yeah, in the meantime, people need to calm down with the threats, and it's kind of scary the way that social media pushes people to really show their worst sides.
No, I mean, it is really scary. Like, I mean, Jed's just a guy who went on a TV show. You know, he didn't like kill anyone or do anything crazy.
That way, no, I'm not kidding.
But no, I mean, he's just like a normal guy that maybe made a mistake or two, and I just don't think he deserves all that hate and negativity from everyone, because it, you know, can really hurt people.
Absolutely, and his family definitely don't deserve it. So, well, look, as I mentioned last week, you did Skype with us from your home, and your pup Oliver made an appearance, as we mentioned. Now, thanks to Oliver's very own Instagram page, we got the inside scoop on what was happening behind the scenes of this very cute moment. So we're going to throw that up on the screen right now. Who is that lurking behind, or beneath rather, the kitchen island?
So that's my brother Brent.
Okay.
And before we had the interview, we wanted Oliver to be introduced, so we decided he would pop up. And I think he popped up another time too, but
I like that he came ready with a little neck scarf and everything.
Yeah. Oh, he was ready to go. Oliver was
so
really
cute.
excited to make his TV debut.
Yeah, we were excited to meet him. I also just love the expression on your brother's face. It's just pure mischief.
And I was trying to hold it together with the straight face too.
Yes, well, you did well. You were a pleasure to interview, but we're so happy that you're here in person.
Oh, yeah.
We are going to take a very quick break, but when we come back, we'll be diving into last night's episode of The Bachelorette with Connor, so stick around.
I've told your son that I'm falling in love with him. And I'm like, do you say that to all of them? No, I don't.
Welcome back to the show. I am here with Connor Saeli from The Bachelorette, and we are about to get into last night's hometown visits, which ended up with everyone getting a rose. So what did you make of this? Did you think it was kind of a cop-out to not pick someone to go home?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a little bit of a cop-out. I thought it was frustrating for me to watch because, I mean, why couldn't she give us all roses the week before? Like, I would have loved to have had a hometown date as well.
Yeah, totally.
But, I mean, I think she just didn't know what she wanted to do, and quite frankly, I think at that point she was just having a hard time figuring out what she really wanted and like who she wanted. So, you know, I guess they're all going to the fantasy suites.
Yeah, she Oprah'd it. Everyone got a rose.
Yeah.
Who did you think Hannah was going to send home at the end?
I mean, I thought and I was hoping she would send Luke home.
We all were?
I think every single week we all had hoped that.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's still rolling along.
Rolling with the punches.
Yeah.
Rolling with the punches. Well, look, Peter and Tyler C's hometown visits were sweet and romantic, but the other two were definitely more controversial. Exhibit A, upon meeting Luke P's family, Hannah told them how much the cast disliked their son, and this seemed to shock them all, especially Luke's dad. Watch.
Luke's the one that gets in a fight to stop these guys from fighting and turns them. That's Luke. I mean, if you want someone to love you fearlessly, that's Luke.
I do feel like our relationship's gotten strong because of everything.
That description that Luke's dad gave is certainly not what we saw as viewers. I'm guessing that's not what you experienced as a contestant.
Yeah, no, and I mean, I think that was refreshing to see his hometown date because I think Luke back home is a good person. He's a good guy, has a lot of friends. It really, for me, is just, I think the environment of being on the show wasn't the right environment for him.
You said that last week.
Yeah, emotions
it's not
are
for
heightened.
everybody.
Yeah, emotions are heightened, and if you have any character flaws or anything, those are going to come out.
Yeah.
And he was the only one that was very apparent that there were some character flaws there, and he just wasn't right for that environment.
Yeah. Do you think he's ultimately right for Hannah, though?
I don't think he's right for Hannah. I think he thinks he's right for her. Obviously, he said that, and I think he thinks he knows what she wants and what she needs. But at the end of the day, she's the only one that knows that. And I feel like he hasn't really given her a chance to, really show that to some of the guys and him too, what she wants.
Do you get the sense ever that he's sort of saying what he thinks she wants to hear, and he's just kind of throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks in the hopes that it'll be like, oh yeah, bingo, that's it, like you're the one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, from the very beginning, the first group date, he said he was falling in love with her, which,
right.
I mean, that's nuts. Like,
And it took him 2 hours to say.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, he had only spent maybe 30 minutes with her. So it was just incredible to me that he said that. But I think from Hannah's point of view, if you're her and you have this guy saying that I'm falling in love with you, she's there trying to find love, and it's being put right in front of her face. So obviously she's gonna, be receptive to that.
Yeah. When you look back, do you feel like you still have feelings for Hannah, or have you had enough time to sort of move on from the way you were?
I mean, I think at this point I've moved on. I really enjoyed and cherished that relationship. A lot of great memories, and I think even though I have moved on, I definitely still, have some questions that hopefully I'll get a chance to ask her at some point.
Totally.
Just especially like that last week in Amsterdam, how it all played out. But, I feel good about how everything played out.
Good. Just need that final little bit of closure.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, why don't we head on over to Nashville now, because that was the other hometown visit that had viewers on the edge of their seats because, as we spoke about, it's come out that Jed allegedly had a girlfriend the whole time he was on the show, which kind of made this toast all the more cryptic. Watch.
Here's to everyone trusting their intuition and their gut every day. When you stick to your truth, it's beneficial to everybody.
Cheers. That's good.
Ooh, speaking in riddles, Hannah tweeted this out last night. She said, good toast, good message, cheers, to which many fans responded. Now, one of them wrote, the mum was dropping hints. Another wrote, why did you pick Jed after his mama and sister hinted and hinted he is not ready? So, Connor, what did you make of Hannah's tweet?
I mean, definitely a little cryptic. I mean, watching that whole hometown day, it was pretty uncomfortable. Like, having all these family members saying pretty negative things. For her, it must not be fun.
I know, and to keep your composure in that and to be like, I'm trying to date your son.
And
support would be nice.
Absolutely. I think at the end of the day, his family knew that he was going on the show to kind of promote his music, which he clearly made that known to Hannah at the beginning. And then obviously he did start to develop feelings for her. And I think his family is just pretty confused when he's all of a sudden coming home with this girl who, he's supposedly falling in love with, and his family thought he was just going on there to promote his music. So I can see where they're coming from in terms of like the negativity and just being unsure about the whole thing.
Do you think they knew about the girlfriend as well? So maybe they're like, wait a minute, he was with Haley and now he's with Hannah, and pick a side. Yeah,
I mean, I think the whole situation's just confusing to all the parties that were at that hometown date.
Definitely. Well, it's definitely confusing to Hannah. Watch this.
Night did not go like I expected it would go. I did not get the validation that I thought I would get. The fact that they were not sure that he can focus on his music and also focus on me and our relationship the way we would need to was hard to hear because the concerns are valid.
So you said that, like maybe his family was like a little bit confused and maybe they knew about the other girlfriend, but ultimately, do you think they were just trying to get across the message that their son is not yet ready to commit to a lifetime of being with the one person?
Yeah, no, and like, being on the show, it definitely, you learn a lot about yourself and things change and kind of what you want. And so I think maybe leading up to the show, Jed may have not been ready to get engaged and was just there for music, but I think it's tough for families to relate kind of that situation that you go through being on the show. And so
such a unique experience.
Yeah, such a unique experience, and it just opens yourself up to all these, amazing opportunities, and you learn so much about yourself and what you want.
Yeah.
So I definitely think, he may have been ready to fall in love and get engaged.
We'll see. Well, if you had taken Hannah on a hometown date, what would you have been most excited to show her about your life?
Yeah, I mean, I think just meeting my family, meeting Oliver,
Meeting Oliver. I mean, that'd be the clincher. I'd marry you based on the dog.
But no, I mean, my family's so important to me, and they've helped shape who I am today. And so, I think it'd be really important for me to show her them and have her meet them and get to talk to them so she can kind of see what makes me me.
Hannah, you messed up. Well, thank you so much for joining me today in person. It was great to meet you and have you here in the studio. We wish you all the best in your post-Bachelorette life. And we hope to see you and Oliver on our screens.
Oh, absolutely.
Again, very soon. So thanks for being here today.
Yeah, thank you.
Everyone, make sure you stay tuned, though, because when we come back, we will have two fabulous New York housewives joining us, Dorinda and Ramona. Don't go anywhere.
Friends don't sit there and act like I'm lying to them or having a conspiracy. There's nothing else going on. No, I'm not.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. We are pumped because we have got Dorinda, Medley, and Ramona Singer from Real Housewives of New York with us today. Welcome, fabulous ladies.
Yes, hello.
Thank you.
Hello. It is so good to have you guys here. And I was hoping that, seeing as I have you on this esteemed couch, that I could get you to indulge me in a little game. How do you feel about that?
I love games.
All right. Well, I hope you're going to like this one. It is called Cast on Blast.
Cast on Blast. Okay.
This is new since
Bring it
you're
on.
here,
I'm very
Dorinda.
competitive, so let's go.
All right, so here's how it's going to work. I'm going to give you the name of castmates from the season, and I want you to tell me something ripe or rotten, or both, if you feel so inclined, about them. It's a little throwback.
So ripe is good and rotten is bad.
Yeah, like ripe is like juicy, and then rotten is something maybe not so great. So why don't we start with Bethany?
Oh, I think Bethany's in love.
That is very ripe. Who is she in love with? The boyfriend that she's...
I wouldn't say, but she looks very happy.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I ran into Bethany in Bridgehampton with her current beau.
Yeah.
And they seemed very happy. And she actually wanted to set me up with somebody. I'm like, whoa, Bethany, I've definitely turned a corner. This is good.
That's amazing. I'm so happy for her.
She's happy.
Good.
Yeah.
She deserves it. She has
Very
been through
much.
too much. All right, next up, Sonia. Something ripe and or rotten about Sonia.
Well, Sonia's, the float thing, that wasn't too good. I was, I saw that video. I was freaking out myself.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's pretty rotten.
Okay. What about something ripe to counteract the rotten?
Well, I have to say Sonia always looks fabulous.
Sonia always makes me laugh.
I mean, she
she's
always shows
entertaining.
up looking fabulous. She's always got on another great outfit. There's no doubt about that.
I love the way she makes me laugh.
Well, I think that's a nice quality to have. Very nice. What about Tinsley? Something ripe and or rotten about Tinsley?
Always looks perfect. There's never a hair out of place.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
true,
so
actually.
true. Tinsley always looks perfect.
Yeah.
Something
Kind of annoying
rotten.
how perfect she is.
Well, something sort of annoying is probably Tinsley always looks perfect.
That's a good one. That's
and maybe
true.
not as transparent in your friendship as what you would like.
Right.
Although Tinsley and I had a great talk on the float.
Oh,
That's
good.
We did have a little chat on the float. She was, talking to me about Bambi.
Oh, Bambi. May they rest. All right, Luann. Ripe and or rotten?
Her body is rocking.
Oh, yeah?
From doing all that yoga, she's
Yeah.
never looked better, I'll tell you.
That's awesome.
She's getting all the ripe. I'm going to
You
go
can say
first.
something
next
ripe as
time.
well. You don't have to say rotten.
Well, I would say something ripe is... Oh, well, I think that she's doing Broadway right now, isn't she? Chicago?
I don't know. But
Who's she playing in Chicago?
I think she said at the reunion, isn't she going to be on Broadway, on the Chicago
I
on Broadway?
think so, but I don't really quite remember. But
That's
yes.
my favorite musical.
But the fact she's, doing what she loves. She loves to entertain.
Yeah.
The fact that she was booked by, was it called Nation something?
Live Nation? Yeah.
Which is huge. That is to be,
Yeah.
she was like shocked that I knew who Live Nation was. And the fact that they put her on tour is a major coup.
That is very cool. All right, what about Babs? Barbara, ripe and or rotten about Barbara?
Barbara, I think the only thing wrong was she didn't make enough effort to...
She's not good with groups. She's
not
good
good.
one-on-one.
We saw that in Miami, didn't
Yeah.
we? Yeah, yeah.
And she didn't, she has her own opinion, and for some reason on the show it didn't come out, because she's actually very opinionated, and
Yeah.
she just was almost mesmerized, if not hypnotized.
I guess that can happen though, right? When you start getting used to all the cameras around.
Never
you?
happened with me.
No, we're just
You're just cool though.
Yeah.
You're a cool gal. All right, and now I want you to spill the tea on you two lovely ladies.
Okay.
Something ripe and or rotten about the two of you.
Well, I would say something ripe is I am trying to redo my house and get the house ready in the Berkshires for the next year for filming, and
Yeah.
I'm loving making some changes. And something rotten, I don't really have anything rotten right now. I'm feeling really good and happy and
I love
rested.
hearing that.
I mean, yeah, I'm
You're in
doing
a
my
great
radio show, and I love that. I have a
Your
new
series-
radio show,
yeah.
Make It Nice.
Yeah.
Just got another 6 episodes, so that's great.
Congratulations, that's fantastic.
Thank God, not anything rotten.
Good.
And I'm very blessed. I mean, the same day I sold my apartment and closed on it, I moved into my new apartment.
Yeah.
So that's really exciting.
Does that feel like a
And-
nice fresh start?
Yeah,
invigorating?
yeah. And I'm going to this fall renovate my 3 bathrooms. I mean, I've already done the whole house. Now I'm going to do the last 3 bathrooms upstairs. That's
So
pretty exciting.
cool. And you
Oh, and build a closet. I'm
Yeah.
building a closet, 20 by 18 feet in my
Oh my
Southampton
God.
home for Avery and I, because we can't fit all our stuff in our New York apartment.
I
so.
bet. I can't wait to see pictures of that on your Instagram.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned that Bethany set you up with someone. So are you dating anyone currently?
No, I'm just meeting people as friends and just kind of rolling with it.
Just enjoying it.
Thank God that I have a lot of great friends. You know, I have Dorinda, I have my
Oh
married
my God,
friends.
does she follow her on Instagram? My God, I've never seen so many friends and so many houses.
I know.
I just lay at my pool in the Berkshires and just look at all the different
It was a
places
big
you
job. July 4th weekend in the Hamptons, like so many of my friends have like these major parties.
Yeah.
Like morning, afternoon, and night, and it's just
cool.
I don't know how she does it.
I would say you're a lucky lady, but I know that you're a very hard-working lady. So
we all are hard. I have to say,
yeah.
all of us on the show, we do hard work. We
You
all
absolutely,
do.
yeah. You're not housewives. You're
Right.
businesswomen. And on that note, I want to hear more about your skin renewal serum. It's called
Ageless by
Ageless.
Ramona.
Yes.
Right, it definitely works. It was just funny because I got a phone call from an influencer today, and who has an Instagram site. She goes, you know what? I definitely have stopped using all my other products. Your product not only just moisturizes my skin and makes it feel fresh and good. I've noticed a difference.
Yeah.
So it's good, and now I'm going to work on an eye cream.
So cool. I mean, look, your skin is amazing. So I would
We call her
definitely buy
Benjamin
anything.
Button.
Yeah, right? Yeah, she's
Thanks.
very much a Benjamin Button. And then, Dorinda, you're teaching another 80s aerobics class.
I am.
That was the most fun I ever had in my life.
It
Oh,
looks,
my
I mean,
God.
okay, where is it? When is it? Can I come?
Yeah, I want to go.
Well,
too.
it's going to be in Asbury Park. I believe it's August 11th. We're finalizing everything, and then we're pushing to do one in Provincetown after that.
Yeah, T-Town.
And I think we're going to try to roll out about 6 and, give a part of the profits to charity. I want to have it very charity-based and just have a lot of fun.
it is fun.
I've gotten this huge response to it. It's unbelievable.
Because it's just, I mean, it's
Well, we had
capitalizing
fun.
on like the nostalgia that we have for the 80s. We see that with like Stranger Things and stuff as well. And then it's to a good cause and you get fit.
And
Yeah,
who doesn't
yeah.
like to dance, exercise, and put on a sort of a semi-costume?
Exactly, it's the
true.
trifecta.
And the music's so great.
Oh, my God,
I was
best
practicing the
music.
other day, and I'm like, there's so many great old, aerobics music
Yes.
that I forgot about.
Pat Benatar.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's time for a very quick break. But when we come back, we are visiting another moment from reality TV history. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the show. It is time for another reality moment. Enjoy.
What are you talking about, Heather? This is not asthma going on here. This is more than asthma.
In this 2014 episode of The Real Housewives of New York, the cast convenes at Le Cirque for a dinner party where Aviva Drescher soon finds herself on the defensive. When the cast starts to question the truth behind some of her recent medical conditions, Aviva quickly goes on the offensive, throwing her latest x-rays on the table for all to see.
Take this off.
But Heather Thompson isn't buying it.
You say that you have never lied to any of us at the table. I find that laughable.
So Aviva ups the ante, claiming she's 100% genuine. Well, maybe 99%.
Let me tell you something, Heather. The only thing,
Keep it together, Aviva.
the only thing that is artificial or fake about me.
Safe to say, Aviva will always have a leg up on her fellow housewives, which is why this is one of the greatest moments in reality history.
They say this is the last straw. I mean, this is the last leg.
I mean,
I wish I
it
were
doesn't
there.
get better than that,
that
right?
was so shocking, so appalling. I can't even tell you. We were all like, all of our mouths just like dropped.
Were you
to the
grossed
floor.
out at all?
I was shocked and
Yeah.
like horrified.
Do you know what's so funny?
Horrified.
I'm on the show now, but I was watching it then.
Right.
And I remember watching that and just being like, oh my, because I knew all the girls.
Yeah.
So it was so funny to see it and have her actually take it off and
I
throw it.
know.
Did she plan that?
I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
I can tell you one thing. You really have not aged. You really have not aged, Ramona. So everyone go and buy Ageless by Ramona.
Thank you.
Oh, guys, thank you so much for being here today. It was such a
Thank
pleasure
you.
having
It's
you on
great
the
to
show.
see you again.
Yeah, it's great to see you
Enjoy
too.
Aladdin. You're going to love it.
I am so excited to go see Aladdin with Michael James Scott.
Is he the best?
He is the best. You guys are the best. So thank you for being here. Remember, guys, you can also catch our show now on Twitter every day at 4:30 p.m. Eastern just by following @People on Twitter. Go check it out. I am Lyndsey Rodrigues, and I will check you tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you.